On a crisp February morning, my wife and I began a journey in a Target parking lot. We started walking down a long, winding, narrow tar road with what seemed like miles, wondering if we were ever going to get to our destination. And then in the distance you could hear the faint sounds of music, but not just any music, polka music. As we got closer, the music got louder, and we came over the final hill and looked out on the August Shell Brewery grounds. We were at the annual Bock Festival, which is August Shell's Brewing Company annual festival. August Shell's Brewing Company has been a family-owned company since its inception. It has survived by looking towards the future and by looking towards its citizens. It also holds an annual Bock Festival for those citizens to celebrate the spring. August Shell was born in 1928 in Germany. He immigrated to America in 1948. He worked from New Orleans to Cincinnati as a machinist on the railroad, and finally made his way to New Ulm, Minnesota in 1956. After working for a while as a machinist, he realized that there was just a shortage of good German beer in southern Minnesota. So he started the August Shell Brewing Company. As years happened, August developed arthritis and had to step down as brewmaster. He handed over the reins of the company to his son Otto. Otto died unexpectedly though, and was the last Shell to run the company. August's son-in-law, George Marty, took over in his place. In 1919, Prohibition hit and almost ruined Shell's brewery, like it did to most breweries across America. But Shell's changed gears and started producing alcohol-free near beer, as well as soda and candy, to keep its machines operating. After the repeal of Prohibition, August Shell's was back in business. And when Warren Marty, the great-grandson of August Shell, took over the company, he expanded it not into just one type of beer, but into export and light. He also continued the soda production in the 1919 root beer, which is still popular today. Warren retired and left the reins to his son Ted. Ted was a learned brewmaster who had studied in several locations and started producing specialty beers. And as they started winning awards, more people looked to have him brew their beer. At his height, he had brewed 38 different styles of beer at the brewery. Ted still runs it to this day and has recently expanded the brewery and brought in modern equipment to increase the production level of the brewery to meet the demand. They have also acquired Grain Belt Premium Beer, another local Minnesota beer that they saved from extinction. Today they still produce the two original beers that Martin started, as long as 6 year-round craft brews and 7 seasonal brews, the most popular of which is the Bock, the inspiration for August Shell's annual Bock Festival. Bock Fest is a late winter festival that welcomes the spring. It started in 1987 with a mere 120 friends and family of the brewery, and has expanded to this day to over 6,000 people. And these people show up in all manner of costume. Some with horns, some with beads, and one I even saw in a bearskin robe and not much left underneath. They also drink out of a variety of containers, from mugs to glasses to gas cans and even a weed sprayer. This brewery has stayed in business because of its family strength, its outlook towards the future, and its celebration of the citizens with its annual festival. If you do plan on attending the festival, make sure you dress warm. Minnesota's cold. And make sure that you bring your own container. This one's mine. Cheers.